Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is kind of dark in here. It's actually like almost 1 o'clock and I've just been chilling here, really. I've been watching a Netflix series called, it's called Dark Desires, but I'm watching it in Spanish. It's really good, like really mysterious. It's a really good movie, but it is very like explicit. So if you're not into that stuff, then don't watch it. But it's very good. Now this morning I've had such a cozy little morning. I had my hot chocolate and I made some protein pancakes and I topped it off with some bananas and syrup. It was really good, but now I'm hungry. So I am gonna go get some food because I'm craving some salmon and I really don't want to cook lunch. I hope that you guys enjoyed yesterday's vlog. Like I had mentioned in that video, it was a very like random vlog that I decided to film. So I feel like I didn't give you guys as many tips as I would have liked, just because it was a very like candid vlog. Obviously, I didn't plan it out. I kind of just filmed as I went. But I hope that in that video, at least you learned a little bit of information about resumes and about where you can find nursing resume templates, etc. Obviously, that video wasn't sponsored, but I bought it with my own money and I wanted to give it a try. That resume has been the resume that I have been using to apply to the different positions that I've applied to. I applied to, I want to say 4 jobs with that resume. And 2 of them have called me back so far. Now the first one was that occupational health clinic, which seriously, if you guys have not seen that blog, I will link it up here. That was a complete fail. So anyways, I submitted it there and that interview was a fail. And then I did like a clinical research abstractor position, which I had no experience in either. And they just pretty much told me that I didn't have the experience that they wanted. So that was a no. And then I also applied, where else did I apply? I applied to this job that I have an interview for coming up, and I'll tell you guys about that more in another video. And then I also feel like I applied somewhere else, but I can't remember. It must have been like I think it was a clinical research nurse, which I also didn't get. So, because I had no experience and they usually want experience. But anyways, in this video, as you guys can see from the title, I'm going to be preparing for an interview that I have coming up this week. I am very excited. I will be vlogging it for you guys, of course, so that you guys can see that process. But yeah, I won't tell you guys about that job until like later on during Vlogmas. I'll tell you guys a little bit more, but I'm excited for that interview. This would be the 3rd time I applied. The last times I applied like was in 2015 for the specific position, and I applied twice and I didn't get it both times. So maybe the 3rd time is a charm. We will see. And like I said, I will be sharing that with you guys in another video. Today I'm going to be prepping for the interview though. I'm going to kind of review the site. Well, I'll tell you guys everything I'll do to prepare for it. But first, let's go get lunch because I'm starving. So let's go. It's a little chilly today. I think it's in the 50s maybe. Did I not bring my phone? Oh no, I have it right here. So I'm gonna show you guys my sweater really quick because it is so cute. So it says vibras bonitas para recibir cosas bonitas. And you guys are probably like, what the heck does it mean if you don't speak Spanish? So that pretty much just means good vibes so that you can receive good things. I guess that's how I can translate it. I don't know. It sounds better in Spanish. I feel like everything sounds better in Spanish. I don't know, but that's just me. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know. But anyways, make sure that you're giving this video a like and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I would love to have you here on my channel. And like I said, I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, not every day, but I am vlogging as much as I can for you guys. let's start prepping for this interview. Oh, I have to find my webcam. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that it's actually gonna be a Zoom interview this Friday. So I'm kind of like a little nervous about that. I'm usually not nervous about interviews, but the fact that it's gonna be through Zoom, I've just never done it before, so it's kind of weird. I've done conferences and meetings through Zoom, but not actual interviews. So I hope that goes well. Let me look for my camera. Actually, come over here. Let's actually just look for it together. I have so much crap in here. Oh, Dougie totally lost that paper. Oh, it's right here. Hello, Wendy, it's right here. And it's gonna be on this tripod that I have you guys on right now. So, I found it. All right, so, actually, you know what? I kind of want to make a little matcha latte. Okay, so I've made this a million times. I use the TV grains, not sponsored. I just like it. So anyways, let's do that. So it's not even like blended well yet, but I realized that I really want it hot and not cold because it's chilly. It's like a gloomy, rainy day. So I'm going to put it in the microwave and then I'll blend it for sure. Okay, so I finally just took it out of the microwave and we're just gonna blend it a little bit more so it's nicely blended, not like earlier. All right, let's go to the office. All right, I'm gonna set it up right here on my warmer because I want my drink warm. So I put it on this hot plate. It's awesome. So just a quick little background on me. I've been a nurse for 9 years. It'll be 10 years next year, which is crazy. So this obviously isn't my first nursing interview I've ever had. I've had different types of interviews. Like the last interview, well, the last 2 interviews where I had my clinic job and my utilization review job, that nursing job was a performance-based interview. So that was very different. Like all the questions that they ask you are like scenarios and you have to pretty much explain specific patient scenarios and how, like what conflict there was, what you did to make a change, etc, etc, which I can make a whole other video on that. But this interview I don't think will be like that because usually they aren't at other hospitals. It's more like, tell me about yourself, why should we hire you, etc, etc. But you never know, so I like to be prepared for both, whether it's performance-based or like actual easy, simple questions. So I like to first go into the hospital website and look at their mission. So that's something that I really recommend that you guys do. If you've never done that before, I think it's important. That way, somewhere in your answers to those interview questions, you can incorporate the mission statement of that hospital into those answers. So let's take a look here. So just keep in mind when you're reading this mission statement that you make sure that you also incorporate some of those keywords into your answers. So such as high quality care, compassion, all those things. I'm just giving you an example from what I'm reading. So that's the first thing that you should do. The second thing that you should do is start looking for interview questions that they may ask you. So at the previous hospital that I used to work at, there was actually a whole like website, like a whole page on the type of interview questions that they ask. So maybe some hospitals have that as well. Not each hospital has that, but the last like full-time hospital job that I've had, they had that. If you go to their website, you'll see that they have all the questions. And I mean, it's like a lot of questions, like many questions. But if you at least review that and come up with answers, ahead of time to those questions and multiple examples, then it'll help you. But I don't see that they actually have that here on this website, so I'm not really going to focus much on it. But I do also want to see what kind of services they provide to patients, because that's super important, so that I could also tie that into the answers. So just looking at this here, I see like that some of the services that they provide to patients are actual things that I have skills in. So I've worked with patients who go through specific procedures, etc. in the past, so I can kind of tie that into the answers of the questions that I'll be asked, which I don't know which questions they'll ask me, but anyways. So the next thing that I like to do, I like to go to allnurses.com, and that's such a great resource for nurses. So I'll look up like nursing interview questions. So at the previous hospitals where I used to work, and I wish I could really tell you guys, because I know a lot of people are interested in working in a facility like where I used to work, but unfortunately due to privacy reasons I just rather not say that information. I mean, maybe in the future, like way down the future, but just not right now, obviously because of privacy. And what I also like to do is go to allnurses.com and type in like nursing interview questions. It's all about nurses. So I would also look up like, okay, what does this hospital like to ask their nurses? And that's how I found out that they would do performance-based interview questions at the last hospital. So then I went in there, I kind of did a little bit of research on All Nurses, and that's how I found out that they actually had a website. So use the internet to your advantage, guys, and actually try your best to research as much as you can. So I'm just gonna type in All Nurses nursing interview questions just to see what pops up, and people will pretty much tell me, not me specifically, but in the forum, what questions they were asked. So I'm gonna go through this, and I'm actually going to start writing like some questions down, which obviously I think everybody asks this. Tell me a little bit about yourself. In that question, they're not wanting you to tell them about your hobbies and stuff, you know? They obviously want you to tell them about your nursing background and how you can contribute to their hospital mission and to their department. So just think about that as well. So I'm just gonna start writing all these questions down that I see that could possibly be asked. I'm sure they're probably gonna ask about strengths and weaknesses, because that's something that they ask all the time. And then the other one is like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So when they're asking you that question, they're pretty much just wanting to know if you're gonna be there for a long time. So if you're gonna be a long-term employee and not just bounce. So obviously I'm an NP student, and I'm gonna try not to bring that up in the interview, just because I don't want them to think that I'm going to just leave as soon as I get my NP, because honestly that's not even the goal. Like I had said, I don't know how I ever told you guys this, I don't plan to work full-time as an NP. That's not my goal. And no, it's just like the nursing burnout is real, like, so that's definitely not my goal to be full-time. But I also don't want them to just think that because I'm an NP school I'm gonna leave them like next year or whatever, you know? So I want them to understand that I am a loyal employee and that I plan to be there long term. So that's how I would answer that. Now, on Friday, when I do the interview, I'll actually vlog it for you guys, and I'll actually also come on here and tell you guys what questions they asked me and how I answered them, so you kind of have an idea. But for now, like I said in the title of this video, it's just a preparation for the interview. So I'm just trying to figure out like what questions they're gonna ask, etc. So I'm gonna do that. And then the other thing that I also want to tell you guys is that oh, I need to download Zoom. I need to download Zoom, you guys. I don't think I have Zoom on here. because yeah, I don't want to be the day of the interview trying to download it. That's gonna be like really bad. And then something happens and then I can't log on. All right, you guys, so the other thing that I want to add is that it's important for you to also think about what questions you want to ask the employer, because not only are they interviewing you, but you're interviewing them. So you want to make sure that the job that you're interviewing for is an actual good fit for you. So make sure you write at least a few questions, 2 to 3 questions. So for sure, because it is a per diem position, I want to know what is the minimum amount of days that I could work. And the other thing that I'm also curious about is how long the orientation will be, or how it will be, because I'm per diem. I don't know if they're actually gonna like orient me like a regular full-time employee. So that's something else I want to know. Oh, and now that I think about it, I think another good question that I've never asked before, but I think this will tell you a lot so that you know if the employees are actually satisfied working there. What they like most about working there, which is good to know, right? I mean, hopefully they have a good answer. So I'll ask that. And like I said, I will vlog during the interview, not during the interview, but like after the interview day, I will vlog and I'll tell you guys what questions they asked me and how I answered them. So anyways, I think I'm gonna look up for some more interview questions, but you know what? Like, I don't really want to be here. It's like not Christmassy enough. I need to decorate this office and it's like just so blah. Like there's seriously no Christmas spirit. And it's just like bumming me out. So I think I'm just gonna go to the living room and look up some questions on my iPad, write them down, and we'll go from there, because this is like killing my Christmas vibe. Enjoyed this vlog. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'm gonna keep doing Vlogmas. Tomorrow I'm gonna post the video in which I share with you guys how my interview went, and I'll give you guys the nursing interview questions and the answers that I gave also as well, so that it helps you guys for the future. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.